So you made it this far. The brand new Lexus RZ 450e, the first fully electric Lexus of its kind. Will it live up to the hype? Will it be just another electric car? Will it be the next great Lexus? That's what we're here to discuss. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Brent, aka Ask for Brent, your favorite Lexus car sales professional. And today we're talking about the all new, all electric 2023 Lexus RZ 450e. So now this video is going to be dense with information, quite a bit of information. In fact, I'm going to set it up to where I can send you a PDF, about a 30-page PDF going over this car, everything that you need to know, everything that you want to know, and all the things you didn't even know you needed or wanted to know. With that being said, let me give you a quick overview of what you can expect to learn from this video. 2 trim levels and their differences, the RZ pricing, the ETA to the dealership. When should you expect to see it at the dealership or somewhere within? Battery warranty, range, features, any cool features that I felt like that were worth mentioning, charging information. And I also did a steer-by-wire system driving simulation as well as a road test. You're gonna see all that packed into this video. So I hope you are ready to get electrified. All right, so as opposed to me reading through each line item for the premium and the luxury package, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the graphics up on the screen as I cover some of the other objectives of this video. RZ pricing, you can expect to see about 58,000 to 64,000 MSRP. So MSRP being manufacturer suggested retail price, should be a range of around 58 for the premium side, 64 through the luxury end. ETA to the dealership, when should you expect to see it at the dealership? They tell us March. Now March could mean the dealership sees it in their allocation in March, and then then you're still like maybe 30 to 45 days out from seeing it on the ground, or it could be actually on the ground in March. So keep an eye open for that. The battery warranty is 8 years or 100,000 miles, whichever one comes sooner. The range will really depend on the rim size. So if you have the 18-inch rim, you're gonna be looking at a range of 220 miles. And then if you have the 20-inch rim, you're gonna be looking at a range of 196 miles. And some cool features will include the UV protection, dynamic sky, which is a part of the panoramic moonroof. So they're all going to come standard with the panoramic moonroof, and the UV protection dynamic sky, which is what they'll call it. It's kind of like an opaque filling for the for the moonroof. So instead of it being clear, it can be opaque, blocking out the UV rays and things of this nature. And it'll just block out anything. You won't be able to see through the roof, even though it'll be fully glass at the top. And range mode, which is really cool. So the car has direct 4, but you'll be able to turn off like the front engine driving mechanism, and it'll just have the rear motor propelling the vehicle, making sure that you can extend your range in the event that you're a little bit low. And then shadow illumination is this cool feature. They have lights that are in the doors that kind of spit out a pattern onto the side of your door, but it'd be illuminated like a light. So instead of stitching, it'll be a light, which they call it shadow illumination, which is also really cool. Now, one of the big questions for a lot of consumers when it comes to the all-electric market is, how do I charge the car? What are the most efficient ways? How can I do home charging? Do I need a level 2 charger? So on and so forth. So I'm gonna have some charging information, graphics, that'll be on the screen that you're probably looking at right now, but I am also gonna figure out how to link to the 30-page PDF in the description below. If for whatever reason you don't see it down there, you can direct message me on Instagram, ask for Brent, and just say, hey, can you send me the PDF? Hopefully I keep seeing these messages well off into the future. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'll hold the PDF for as long as possible to make sure I send that to whoever wants to see that. And now the moment you've been waiting for, my hands-on driving experience with the 2023 Lexus RZ 450e, both the steer-by-wire as well as the standard. Let's take a look.
Set me free. you do the basic one first, right? Like the standard wheel, and then the
drive through. Give you a good comparison. Try to go over the sandbags, and while you're on the sandbag, maybe you just let the wheel relax for a second to see if it moves around a little bit. And when you go by the drive-by-wire, do the same thing. The drive-by-wire shouldn't move the wheel much at all, but this standard one right now.
Got it. Okay.
Go ahead, jump
cool.
in.
Thanks.
So this is a premium, not a luxury.
Nice.
And actually, this is the only car you'll see like this. It doesn't have the fancy sunroof in it.
Oh, really?
This is the early production.
Before they committed all the way to all of them having it?
Yeah, all of them have it now.
Yeah, that's dope. All right, so let's go. So ride over the sandbag, see what it does to the wheel.
Yeah, just to see.
And then do a little loop.
Very light simulation, but yeah, it's the idea. Like if you hit a big chuck hole on the freeway, it's gonna move you enough to.
Yeah, yeah.
To the edge of the lane.
For sure. Okay, so. Yeah, so it's a whole lot of action with a regular wheel. You don't think about it. I mean, this feels pretty good to me. But if you're challenged with different camera guys getting some amazing angles. But if you're challenged, then I can see how this could be a bit much. I like the shifter. It's pretty simple. Backup camera's nice too. Okay, now for the steer by wire. Thank you, sir. All right, let's see.
I got your face real good.
This is awesome.
What's first impression? Oh yeah, first impressions.
First impressions is, I'm actually glad, when I was looking at this, I was wondering how far these controls were away from my thumb. Because on a picture, it kind of looks a little far, but just know that just like any other steering wheel, it's not as far as it might look on a picture. That's like the original thought that I had with that. But it looks cool. I'm ready for my trip around the lot here on our course that was made up. So here, let me go ahead and have at it. Okay, feels relatively intuitive. Oh, that's nice. Very solid. All right, let's see. Okay. This feels nice. Let's see if it, oh, that's strong too. And you don't have to, well, there's no whipping of the wheel based on the steer-by-wire functionality here, which is very nice. We're riding over the sandbag to see if it jars it out of your hands, which it doesn't. Very good, very good. Could take a little bit of getting used to because you're used to the pattern of having to whip your wheel pretty hard when you're parking. But in this case, that's not at all the case.
What'd you think?
It was really good. I was actually just talking about it feels really easy to drive. While it might take a little bit of getting used to for parking, it wasn't like that threw me for a crazy loop either.
It's the low speeds that everything feels totally different.
Yeah, but just kind of riding through and no, it felt very intuitive.
Yeah.
Didn't feel hard at all. I can see how that could be a benefit to somebody if they're having like different joint issues.
Exactly. And
right?
it's one of those
So
things that if you spend enough time in it, you'll get used to it and it's going to be a no-brainer. But then you hop in another car, you have to relearn how to drive that.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like brake hold.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
When cars don't have brake code, I don't understand. So.
Yeah, I've gotten burned by that.
Let's go one more time. Almost hit you 3 times today. All right, so we're gonna ride over this sandbag. The steering wheel doesn't get jarred away from my hand or anything. So when you're doing these slow speeds, you're really full tilt right here. Like you're not needing more and it won't go anymore. So that's the one thing that will take getting used to. But over time, I'm sure after you get used to it, that ease of use will be welcomed for sure. Let's see. But it feels really good. Very nice. So same thing right here. I'm already there, but I'm used to a couple extra revolutions there. And then same with the backup. If you know how to back up any other car, this will be no different. You just don't have to put in as much effort, which is very nice. There we go. All right, the initial acceleration, go.
I'm gonna wait here at the light.
I went all of 20 feet or 20 yards, but it felt great. So the initial impression right away is it feels like a Lexus. Well, I know a lot of electric vehicles, they feel a little different, kind of like a golf cart or something like that. But this feels like a Lexus when you can coast like that. It's very simple. There's this thing called regen where the vehicle starts to slow down for you, and you can actually adjust that with the pedal shifters here. If you go negative, you're increasing the regen, and you go positive, you're making it as little as possible. In case that's your driving style, you have the flexibility of controlling that, which I think is really cool. So I would say my overall driving impression with the RZ 450e is good. It's really good. It feels like a Lexus. It doesn't feel foreign. All the buttons are in a similar place, like the RX, the NX, the LS, every single Lexus steering wheel. It's gonna be very familiar to you. So if you're looking to make the leap over into full electric and you're a Lexus lover, it's like a match made in heaven.
Okay, that was a lot of fun. So my final thoughts on this entire scenario with the car, the first all-electric Lexus, I think they really did it right. A lot of people criticize Lexus for being slow to market, but I think it's a brilliant move that Lexus made sure that they're going to deliver the product that's going to reflect what it is that they want their customer base to receive, because it's going to be more of the same of what you're used to, that Lexus quality. The RZ did not miss. I can't stress that enough. I'm excited to see it come to the dealership. I'm excited to see the first few customers driving their RZ 450es around. And I just want to know, what do you think about the vehicle? What did I not answer in this video that you'd like to know more about? Check the link below if I have it for the RZ 450e PDF. I need to figure that out. So at this moment, I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna figure that out for you. And worst case scenario, just DM me at AskForBrent on Instagram so I can get that over to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can be notified. And when you come down to Coliseum Lexus of Oakland, just let them know who you're with. Ask for Brent. We'll see you in the dealership soon.